Hi everybody, welcome back. Happy New Year. And isn't it an interesting start to the new year with all that smoke and smog out there? And I hope everybody is really safe and sound in this new year. And if you're not, I really hope that it is bringing a better new year or better start to the new year. I hope everybody is safe and sound. So at this time of year, then there are a lot of people out on holidays, or there are a lot of people that are going out on holidays. And for headache and migraine sufferers, it can be a really interesting time going on holidays. For a lot of people, they get really nervous about their headaches and migraines disrupting their holidays. So that's what we're talking about today. How can you navigate your holidays when you're a headache and migraine sufferer? Hi, I'm Dr. Beth, osteopath here at Melbourne Headache Solutions. So if you're like me, I've just come back from a holiday. And yes, thank you, it was a fabulous holiday. But we don't want our headaches and migraines to disrupt our holidays. So what can we do to help make sure that our headaches and migraines are the least of our concerns when we're on our fabulous holidays? Well, the first thing that usually happens when we're going on a holiday is we either need to go on a plane or we're driving to our destination. And usually these are fairly long distances. So mine was overseas. But sometimes they can be really short distances in a car or a plane, so even a couple of hours. And these can be really detrimental to our neck and to our back as well, which means that we're at an increased risk of getting our headaches and migraines and triggering them off. So a couple of things that you need to be wary of. When you go on a plane, then we tend to get these neck pillows. They're a semicircular shape, and for a lot of people, you're going to be putting them around the back of the neck, and you're going to have that hollow section around the front of your throat. Now, if you think about it, when you're on a plane, you don't actually tend to fall asleep backwards. You tend to fall asleep nodding forwards. So that little hollow bit that's at the front of your throat isn't actually doing anything to help protect your neck. The best way to actually use a neck pillow is to reverse it around. Put the little hollow bit at the back of your neck so that the semicircular shape is coming around the front of your neck, so that when you fall asleep forwards, you're actually getting some support at the front of your throat. And then when you fall asleep sideways, again, you've got some support happening there. So that's what to do in a plane. Also, when you're in a car as well, if you're not the driver, then you want to be doing some neck circles regularly. Nice big neck circles. If that doesn't feel great, then you can also go from side to side and looking from side to side as well. Keep your neck nice and active. You can do this on the plane as well, making sure that you get some nice regular movement, because a lot of people have a terrible habit of just falling asleep in all sorts of weird and wonderful positions. Then we get all this strain happening through our neck. So you might not get a headache or a migraine then and there on the plane, but you might get it afterwards. So the other thing as well is that our upper back and our lower back can get really stiff and stuck when we've been sitting for a long period of time, either on a plane or in the car. So we need to get that moving too. And rotation is a really easy way to do it when we're seated in the plane or the car. So keeping your hips still, just twisting those shoulders, twisting, rotating through that upper body. You can't overdo this, like you can't overdo those neck circles. So keeping your posture nice and mobile, okay? So get that body moving. It's going to thank you for it during the activity as well as after the activity. So when you're on holidays, then your body really likes movement. It loves it, and you're doing a lot of it, whether you're swimming, whether you're walking, whether you're hiking, whatever you're doing, you're usually doing more movement on your holiday than you're doing in your daily life, sitting behind your computer, your desk, or whatever you're doing, which is fabulous, which means that it's likely to help your headaches and migraines rather than hinder them, which is fabulous. But there are some things that are actually going to help increase your headaches and migraines and decrease them. One of those things for you women is your handbag, okay? So if you've got a really heavy handbag, that's not going to be good. We don't actually tend to wear our handbags too often in our daily lives. So when we're at work, we're not wearing it. When we're going to the shops, we wear it for a very short period of time. When we're at home, we don't wear our handbag. But when we go on holidays, we wear our handbag for quite a long period of time. We're wearing it for 8, 9, 10 hours, okay? So this is not a good thing, because sometimes we overpack it, particularly when we're traveling. So they can be really, really, really heavy. So you want to try to keep it as light as possible and also make sure that it's evenly distributed. So having one of those really large bags that's on your shoulder and dragging you down, not good. A crossbody bag is good. It's better because it's going to more evenly distribute the weight, but make sure that you switch shoulders so that it's not always on one shoulder. But what's better is actually to have a backpack, but not to have it too heavy, and also make sure that it's adjusted properly so it's not all dragging you. Again, backpacks are good, but if they're too heavy, they're also not good for you or your posture. The next thing, when it comes time for beds and pillows, headache and migraine sufferers, so many people would love to take their best pillow with them on holidays. And if you can, do. It is the best thing that you can do. But if you can't, because a lot of people, they can't take their pillow with them on a plane, then so many people, because I can guarantee you on my holiday, my pillow was awful. So many people will tell you that hotel pillows, Airbnb pillows, they're shocking, absolutely shocking. And that will be the source of their headaches and migraines. So what can you do if you're staying somewhere that has absolutely god-awful pillows? One, try to fix pillow. So you might need to use like a really thin pillow and then stack a second one on top of it. I don't usually recommend using two pillows, but you've got to try to use what you've got. Sometimes using towels underneath the pillow to lift and elevate the pillow can be helpful, but again, not the best option. If you've got one of those really flat pillows though, where you put your head into it and the pillow just seems to sink, which is what most hotels seem to use though, using a small hand towel, not the face washer towels, they're too small, but the hand towels, you can roll it up and put it in the back of your neck. Or if you're a side sleeper, you can put it in the side of your neck, and this will help to support your head and neck when you're sleeping. Therefore, it will help to decrease the strain that you're getting during your sleep, and therefore help to decrease your headaches and migraines when you're on your holiday. Because the pillows, and also sometimes a combination of the bed as well, can add to those dysfunctions and therefore increase your headaches and migraines. Another thing that you want to be doing when you're on holidays, it is so tempting to eat your trigger foods because there are so many delicious things that you can be eating when you're on holidays. But if you know your trigger foods for your headaches and migraines, try to avoid eating your trigger foods so that you can have the best holiday possible, because you don't want to be triggering a headache and migraine unnecessarily. And on the food route, it is very, very, very easy to eat at inappropriate times as well. So sometimes we skip breakfast, or alternatively we have a massive breakfast at the beginning of the day, we'll skip lunch, and then we'll have a late dinner. But for headache and migraine sufferers, it's quite important to make sure that your glycemic, that you're getting regular food intervals to make sure that your blood sugar doesn't peak and trough all the time, because for a lot of people this can set off a headache and migraine. So making sure that you eat food at regular intervals, even if it's just snacks, can be quite important. Last but not least, it's very important that you make sure that you get good quality and decent length sleep. Now, this sounds like a no-brainer when it comes time for holidays, because who doesn't want amazing sleep when they're on holidays? But when we're on holidays, sometimes we don't get sleep at consistent times like we would usually get when we're at home. So when we're at work, then we tend to go to sleep at a set time and we wake up at a set time. But when we're on holidays, sometimes we go to bed at a different time and wake up at a different time because we're traveling, or alternatively we've just gone out for an amazing night and then we're waking up later because we've stayed up late, or alternatively we're going to bed early because we were so tired because of the night before. And so this can also throw out our body clock and therefore be prime ground for headache or migraine. Therefore, when it comes time for sleep and headaches and migraines and holidays, it's actually quite important to try to set a regular time interval when it comes time for sleep. So set times so that you can try to prevent a headache or migraine from happening, because headaches and migraines love irregular sleep patterns. So not saying that you need to go to bed really early or not be the life of the party, but as much as possible, try to follow some kind of pattern so that you can try to avoid setting off these headaches and migraines so that you can have the best holiday possible. Okay, so those are my top tips and tricks to try to navigate your holiday so that you can have the best time this holiday season. If you've got any questions or queries in regards to your headaches and migraines, please drop them below. Otherwise, I hope you have a fabulous time. And around this time in Australia, please stay safe, stay healthy. And if you've got any questions or queries, please drop them below. Thanks for listening, and I'll catch you next time. Bye guys.